Gaurav Bissa as well on the show with us. Gaurav, hi, afternoon. What trends are you foreseeing now for metals? Because they are the ones which are getting clobbered today. I'll come to the strength in IT in just a bit. But everything from a Vedanta to a Tata Steel to a JSW, all of them are caving in.
Good afternoon. Well, if you look on a very short-term perspective, then yes, you can say that many of the names are under pressure. But if you compare not just even few months, but even if you compare last couple of days, we have seen a very robust performance when it comes to the metal names. And so far, if you have such a strong up move, when index falls by 1%, 1.5%, I don't think it makes too much of a case. Yes, there will be always outliers like Vedanta, which is down 10%, not a small number by any standards. But yes, if you look at overall picture, whether it's Tata Steel or JSW Steel, Jindal Steel and Power, Hindalco, they are not down majorly. So, in my opinion, it's a little bit early to say whether we are going to see a topping out pattern happening. Having said that, the levels on metal index levels of 595 is going to be very crucial because this is the level where we have seen consolidation and small dips happening for last 7 to 8 trading sessions. Individual stocks are seeing some spurt, but overall Nifty metal index as a whole is not doing too much. There is some amount of RSI divergence as well. So this is a time that one should be cautious. But I would not like to give it or rather call it as a topping out pattern. I will wait for a confirmation. But yes, at this stage one should be cautious in metal names.
Okay, that's the take coming in on metal weakness. Tell you what, we're going to take a very quick break, come right back. We'll continue our discussion with our chartist, get in a fundamental expert as well on the markets.
Gaurav, if I can come to you, let's stay with the Vedanta story. It's turning out to be the stock of the hour, the kind of pressure that you're seeing. So when you look at the charts,
If you look at the daily charts of Vedanta, yes, there has been a very fat red candle that we saw today. The volume bar is also quite large. But there are two aspects to this. One, it has made a retest. It made a breakout of our levels of 295. It has retested either of those levels and seen a small bounce towards 305, 306. If you look at the charts with Ichimoku as a setup, then one of the most important components is Kijun. It has bounced easily from that. So as long as 295 is held, I expect a bounce back to come and it can head towards 325, 330, and that is what I will be playing for as well. 295 is going to be very critical. The trend will look weak only below this level.
Gentlemen, stay with us. Lots more to talk about.
if I can now, talk a little bit about the auto space. We just played you an excerpt of the SUV wars also that are currently underway. So Gaurav, I'm going to come to you. The top index loser is Tata Motors today. Yesterday, one of the top gainers was M&M. There's a lot that's happening in Motown. Whether it's launches, you've got Ola trying to beat the Tesla in this side of the world, not with pricing, but with making EVs popular. If you look at the automakers, the ancillary stocks, what are the movers and the winners and losers?
Well, if you look at the overall Nifty auto as a space, then it has been underperforming Nifty, and many of the heavyweight names, whether it is Maruti or two-wheeler names, they have not been doing too well, and that is the reason why we have seen some languishing happening in the auto names as well. If you talk about M&M, we saw a good breakout, a falling trend line breakout happening with volumes today, and if it sustains the level of 770, I expect 815, 820 kind of levels coming as if for Mahindra and Mahindra. There has to be selective pockets in auto space because, as I said, when the index is not doing too well, buying just any name would not make any sense. As far as you're concerned about Tata Motors, and it's been trading in a range of 285, where very strong support is seen on a very immediate basis. 315 to 20, this is acting as a strong deterrent. So it's stuck in the range. Buying at the current levels would not make any sense because the risk reward is also quite skewed. So I would be skeptical about the auto names. Let some stability come in these names, and then it makes more meaningful case to buy auto names. But at this stage, since it's still underperforming, I would not be too gung ho about the auto names.
Okay, so you're not gung-ho about the auto space at all. Nimish, I'm going to come to you for your views also on this because, you've got a festive season which is coming up. But before that, let's get to an ET Now exclusive. This is by my colleague Karishma Asudani, who's saying that